Okay, time for the future of video games. I was oddly drawn to the original, for reasons that should be obvious at this point. The original had a ton of like, oh, that was the seal? Well, I'm sorry, Trey, but you can look forward to the seal being there next time I use the restroom or something like that. The original had a lot of stop motion animation, and it looks like this does too, except all of the stop motion stuff is put through a filter. So, okay. Just go ahead and don't expect anything to make sense for a while. Oops. Look at me being silly and trying to check audio levels. Yeah, it seems low. I thought so. Someday soon, I'll get a. I promise, I'll get a monitor just for my streaming PC, so I can monitor audio levels without having to tab out. Because every time, this is what happens. You can jump now? That's exciting. Moving. Okay. Got an arrow key game. Got some jumps. Well, it's certainly more 4K than Hylics 1. This actually bizarrely reminds me a lot of Equinox and Solstice, now that there's a jump. This is kind of like liquid television, isn't it? Clean. Still seems like it's really low. Maybe I can amp the volume a little bit. Maximum. Okay. I have entered the screen from which there is no returning. Oh. Okay. There we go. Nope. No audio? No audio settings. Okay. Who needs it? Who needs it? Yeah, Cyberpunk event is already done. It was tight. I appreciate that they didn't, spend a long time just sort of trying to fill air. It was pretty tight. It was pretty informative. Had a good vibe. It had anime. I'm really scared about this audio, man. If for no other reason than this seems like exactly the kind of game that's just going to explode in audio out of nowhere, so... I am, confer with Old Wayne to determine your task. Dissolution? Is this like an RPG? Oh, I am Wayne. I must find Old Wayne. Garbs. Okay. Yeah, we got inventory, we got equipment. Oh, you can pet the Schlorb? Good Schlorb. Love you, Schlorb. Well, this is already Game of the Year. Last of Us Suck My Ass. We're doing Hylics 2. Oh yes, I apologize. I since I had an extended break, there's a lot of sub-activity. And I need to thank you all. So, allow me to do my Twitchly duties, and personally thank everyone who's just thrown money at me. Oh my, there's quite a bit. So, I hope you look forward to the name blast. Dr. 11, dude, good to see you again. I've been missing you. I hope you're okay. I know that you went through some rough stuff at your work, but hope everything's chill. Bergazel, Mrs. Smiles, thank you guys for the Prime subs. Ripe Red Gaming, good to see you, although I think I acknowledge that one. Notice you haven't streamed in a while, not trying to give you shit, but if that break was communicated, where could I have found it? Or could your schedule announcements otherwise? So when Dexter, there's a couple of ways. One is the Discord. I was posting in there about when I would and would not stream. And then I also, this is one step below that, but I do have a Google Calendar that's public that I maintain. However, now that Twitch has a scheduling feature, I can just use that instead. Do you guys know about that? Because maybe I need to maintain both for a while. But your You're right, I've had difficulty communicating stream schedules because I don't know how to do it in a way where everyone will see it. Yeah. So I'm gonna start using the Twitch scheduling feature too, and figure that out. I keep making money on Twitch without streaming. I won a bet last night against an MK11 streamer. Hell yeah! Hell yeah. Yeah, Twitch has a schedule tab on people's channels now. I haven't looked into it, so I don't know how useful it is, but I think you basically like plot out what games you're gonna play and when. Hamady Liss? Home Dillis. I say your name different every time, and I feel like I just got the closest I ever have. Home Dillis. That's gotta be it, right? At access your Google Calendar, Young, if you just type in the schedule command, !schedule, that'll drop a link to a public Google Calendar. And then if you add it to your calendar, whatever calendar you're using, it'll convert it into your time zones. Necrophidius, thank you for the sub. Horrible Streams, thank you for the 3 months. Crypto, oh, hold on. Crypto Sim Racer, there we go. Thank you for the resub. Brandon and Anonymous, thank you guys for gifting subs. Austin, thanks for the resub. Oops. Okay, well you guys can look at my desktop. I had to expand this. Just wanted to wish you well. Hopefully you've been doing well on this most cybernetic of days. It's been a crazy week. Alf came back, not in Pog form. This Smash stuff. Hopefully you're well and safe and played Danganronpa. It's 10 years old. Yeah, I saw it's coming out on mobile, which seemed like it was a bit of a soft announce for 10 years, but it's Danganronpa. It's not like they have millions and millions of dollars to play with, you know. Alpha Butt, thanks for the sub. Seen the movie Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. Whether you have or not, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. Well, thank you. I don't think I've seen that, no. Oh, it says webpage is unavailable when I click the Times link. It loaded just fine for me. I don't know what to do about that. Neon Phil, thanks for the Prime sub. Airy Movie, thanks for the raid. Crack Racket, thanks for the cheer. Bit King, despite being the Bit King, you need to preface it with a HTTPS. Well, I don't, because it works just fine for me. Unless you mean the bit.ly link? Yeah, God. Ah! Clicking all over the place. Reboot, thanks for the resub. Buttnux, thanks for the prime. Want to play me in Smash Brothers Melee? No, I am bad at Melee. It's Ethan, thanks for the sub. Half Codex, Tesseract, Squasher, thank you guys for the prime subs. Turbid, thanks for 55 months of resubs. Gosh darn, that's a lot. Drakenbacon, I think that's it. Thanks for the cheer. Ryan Awful at Games, you'll get better. Thank you. Oh, trying a new batch of cold brew. I'm on a new diet, which you will see shortly through my Instagram. I'm still getting the clearance to post, but I got a Nutrisystem sponsor. So I've been on 1,000 calories a day for the past 5 days. So I'm getting really good at roasting vegetables and realizing that caffeine is an invaluable tool when it comes to managing hunger pains and stuff. Yeah, 1,000's a lot. Yeah, I saw you're trying to gain weight, but you're on 2,000 trying to gain? I think you gotta go way higher than that if you want to bulk. The first couple of days are pretty rough. Like at the end of the first day, well, I'll talk about it more, I guess, once the campaign launches for real. I gotta save all my influencing, but it's been a ride. It's been a ride. I think the first week is like that, just to reboot your body. So it's 1,200 is the minimum. I guess to be clear, it's 1,000 calories of tracked food, and then all vegetables of a certain class are free. So you can eat as many like non-starchy vegetables as you want, provided they're not fried or like cooked in oil. Which has led me to the invaluable resource of cooking spray. You can use it just like oil, and it has way fewer calories. I'm supposed to be going a bit slower than that, maybe at the start, going too hard and triggering some sort of starvation mentality. I don't know, I don't think the starvation mentality thing is real. Also, it's only for 1 week, and I'm overweight, so my body has plenty to draw from. I just have to teach it to draw from that. I'll make it through a week. Anyone can go a week on 1,000 calories. I'm pretty sure it's going to dial me up after that. get to play the review Cyberpunk? Well, oh, you mean the preview? I got to watch a lot of it. Perks of being in a house with somebody who works at CDPR is I get to watch gameplay. So, I did not get access, Gamergate and all that, but Cranky Lawrence Week, it actually hasn't been that bad. Mostly because I feel like I've done restrictive diets before, so I'm kind of familiar with what it does to my body. So sometimes I do get kind of moody and angry, and then I'll know what's happening. I'm like, wait a minute, and then I'll go eat some broccoli, and that helps. Digital Tears, Grand Mooch, thank you guys for the sub. Divine Pathos, thanks for gifting. Judge Crow, thanks for the Prime sub. Voodoo, thank you. Yes, there were plenty of secret projects. Secret projects. This is the weird, like, one thing that I was thinking about is, like, I did say, like, I'm gonna be doing stuff. Now I'm doing stuff, but that means I'm not streaming. So, cast my ballot for a unionizing effort, which is luck. Hey, good luck. What are you playing? Hylics. Which actually looks like a pretty cool game. Mark Kitty Stuff, thanks for the cheer. Jory, thanks for the Prime sub. Camberlin, thank you for the Prime sub. Super Bale, that's even worse than normal Bale. Thank you for the sub. Darth Noodles and Matrim611, thank you guys. When will we see the fruits of your future projects? So, probably pretty soon, except you won't know. You won't know. Alright, I learned Poromer Bleb. Great. It's actually that's a big strat to learn Poromer Bleb right at the beginning of the game like that. Gotta pet the Schlorb. Oh yeah. I just noticed that some people had little stars on their badges. Tier 3 subs have gold stars and Tier 2 has silver stars. They added tags. You can add to the end of emote, so you can add HF to horizontal flip. 3, you can put SG for sunglasses. So you can actually choose. Which modifiers get unlocked per sub. So I think I added squish for Tier 2 and then sunglasses and something else for Tier 3. Oh. We can go into the cheese fountain. Wait, was I supposed to do that? Well, whatever. Pet the Schlorb again. It's good for morale. This is interesting. Like, it's actually 3D though. Hylics 1 was similar in visual presentation, but I think it was just 2D rendered backgrounds. This is actually like 3D. It's like in-engine with crazy post-process. This is the power of this is a true sequel. Oh, those are young Waynes. Okay. I am an adult Wayne, and I must find the elder Wayne. Now you have even more emote slots? Sort of. It's been more than a month since my 6/5 month anniversary stream, so all the gifted subs fell off of my sub points. So I'm quite a ways away from more sub slots at this point, but I guess that's a heal. Okay. 0 meat tenderized. Maximum flesh increased by 0. Gotta find some meat. Oh, he is using that? Why do they even have footstep sounds? It doesn't even match the animation. Kind of like a heartbeat almost. Take me to Wayne House. Okay. Oh, okay. Is this like a hub? I guess it makes sense that there would be a upgrade station here. Right, down into the meat pool, I guess. You have 4 emote slots per tier subs, so tier 2 has 4 more, and tier 3 has 8 more emotes unlocked. I don't think I quite understand. but I believe you. Yeah, get that juice. Get that cookie. Get that empty. Oh. My alarm's going off. I've been waking up earlier and earlier, too. I don't know what it is. Like, since I stopped eating, basically, I haven't slept as much. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. The problem with that is it means I have more waking hours, which makes it harder to, like, get to the end of the day without going over calories. Oh yeah, I can kind of hear the Primus. Oh, they're drilling. They're doing their twirl jumps. Slapping. Timely slap. Okay, so you can initiate combat by attacking an enemy. Gotta be ready in case Gibby comes up. Do you wake up feeling tired at all? No. I actually wake up feeling pretty good. For the first couple of days, I woke up with kind of like my stomach was kind of knotted up, but it's kind of weird because I feel like I should be doing all this while heavily plugging my referral code. I mean, I guess I can. Maybe traffic to that is tracked now, but I feel like they'd want to time it with the first Instagram post. I'm just waiting for them to give me the all clear that it is brand appropriate. Yeah, I hope this works, man. Have to bounce, hopefully be back high as fuck. Yeah, it seems like that's the way to do this. Or, potentially, this game might actually be a little too disturbing. I guess that's old Wayne. He's got a big old head. The stars forecast and the glorying of prescribed gestures. Gibby's agents work to reconstitute their master. Proceed west and seek our ally Blairol, that he might be forewarned. Alas, the others haven't completed their training, so you will go alone. I am King Wayne. Peace out, losers. Old Wayne told me to do this. Can you just walk off the edge? Yes, you can. Okay. It's my mom's birthday today, so I can't stay long, but I want to check in and say hey. Well, hey! Thanks for saying hi. Hopefully you have a good day with your madre. Tu mama? Mothers are important, you guys. Mothers gave it all up for us. This game has a world map? This is like straight up a JRPG. Only intensely weird. Is that an enemy? Let's find out. Oh, maybe I can pet him. Those who possess pneumatophore may cross the sea north to Vuax's edifice. Okay, so I need to go to Vuax's edifice. I've been a doughy, hot blob grasping for something to watch. Thank God for this weirdness. Yeah. This is, there is a whole classic game, like Dogglerak's classic game, where it's just... I think what amazes me is if somebody can have a creative vision that's not only in high enough resolution to actually turn it into a game, like, you'd be amazed how hard it is to turn mental randomness into something as cohesive as this. So for somebody to just have like a fever dream and think of all this imagery and think of all this dialogue and these world rules, to have that even for a little bit kicking around in somebody's head, but then to grasp on it and through the process of refining it into an actual product, not somehow strain all of the weirdness out, just by virtue of the fact that it has to sort of conform into something that's somewhat consistent, if for no other reason than it has to run on a computer. That stuff is fascinating to me. How do you keep a grasp on weirdness? Drugs would help? Drugs might help with the concept, but drugs do not help with execution. At some point, you have to start making decisions based on the same creative process. Okay, these guys are red, so they'll probably attack? I don't know. So much about this game implies there's going to be like a Dragon Quest-style first-person look at enemies and do attacks on them sort of combat loop, but... yeah? Okay. Yeah. It's getting heavy Shin Megami Tensei vibes. I'm gonna go down in 2 hits. Okay, dead. Maybe I wasn't supposed to go there? I accept And I'm back. Play Off-Peak or anything else by Cosmo D. No. Not familiar with that at all. When was the last time you hydrated? Yeah, Wayne was looking pretty unhydrated there, wasn't he? You have acquired Burrito Gamer. Oh shit, that Wayne needs help. Oh. Oh shit, no. I found meat. I guess I'm gonna feed... All Waynes who fall in battle are fed to the grinder. Oh yeah, Semrost? Yeah. Really into that. I resent the implication that drugs are required to make weird-ass art. I kinda do too, a little bit. I think it's possible to be a... Oops. I guess I'm gonna go to meat dimension. I think it's possible to be totally coherent and sapient and like intelligent and still channel the weird and disturbing things that might occur to your head. Sometimes I think it's honestly necessary. I mean, everyone has a different creative process. What I would imagine, and what potentially has worked the best for me, is that you might experiment and just to kind of put your brain in different circumstances and see how it reacts. In that regard, it's really no different from, like, you know, taking a vacation. Just see if it jogs your creative process to like listening to a different kind of music or going to a stage play, like just something that gives you inspiration. Sometimes jumbling up your brain chemistry can connect a couple of wires that were disconnected before and give you an idea or a thought that will lead to a new creative creation. Okay, so yeah, this is the death loop. Mike Dean only produces while high? Oh. Wait, the politician? Well, this cold brew's okay, but I would definitely like some milk in it. I'm not supposed to have that. I feel like I could probably do a little splash. Like, it's only like 20 calories. And there are some Nutrisystem thingies that have milk in them, or like there's some cereal cups and things like that, so I don't think milk is exclusively off the diet, I just can't use a lot of it. Yeah, the interesting thing too is I've been having some stomach discomfort, especially when drinking coffee, but a lot of that went away pretty magically when I cut my eating by like 70%. So Steam Summer Sale has a point system and you can spend them on some cute avatars. Okay. What's, is it just everything's on sale again? Posterize effect? Yeah. Posterize effect the game. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to go there yet. I didn't go to Old Wayne's Castle? Use almond milk? Almond milk has this... Most milks are calorie equivalent. I'm not worried about lactose. I'm not intolerant either. But I don't think the fat content or the calorie or the nutritional aspects of non-dairy milk are that superior to actual milk. Behold the splendor. Yes, this is truly a splendorous place. Your stomach discomfort, like extreme nausea? No, it's not really nausea, it's pain. Like my stomach would just hurt. But I attributed that mostly to, well, drinking a lot, like in 2015, and then switching from like booze to coffee, and just drinking a lot of coffee over like 4 years. Especially 2019. 2019 was very, very rough. Not only was it a very high stress year, but I also just drank a ton of coffee to get through the day most times. Thoughtful use of comestibles. If you meet a pool man, burning is effective. Got some nice artwork. Tell me you're upstream, yeah. Dude! Cyclog, yeah. This is kind of similar to Sanitarium. Like the that was a very like isometric view, pre-rendered background game. But Sanitarium was deeply disturbing, and often had like weird creatures that would speak a nonsensical dialogue for, you know, the game is called Sanitarium, so the reason should be fairly explicable. Organ fort. Days like these, you wish you had an organ fort. You have 0 organ fort. You have 13 bones. Yeah, Spengineer. That was the Edge Runners was revealed in the Night City Wire, which I just watched. Pretty cool. Very much looking forward to that. There's gotta be a secret in here. Oh, that. Old wing. Huh! Are these bones? Oh, wait, shoot, those were treasure chests. Hold on, come back here. They remind me of the treasure things from Secret of Evermore, bizarrely. They just look like little pots where you pop the top off. This is a fever dream? Yeah, kinda. Kinda. Gotta go back in. Gotta go in. Stem cell. Cupcake. Delicious. A lot of guts poured out of that one. Where can I purchase Organ Fort? I can get it from that guy. You just gotta have the bones. Which are apparently coins? Or maybe they're bones pressed into a round shape? Sanitarium was so good. I never hear anyone talk about it. I guess it was really late game for like the point and click stuff. The LucasArts heyday had come and gone. Also, I think it was kind of from like a kind of unknown dev and a kind of unknown publisher. Wait, hold on. They're doing that big excavation in the southwest. Tried to get a closer look, but was savagely whomped by galliforms. I guess that's what got me. I too was savagely whomped. I guess that's telling you that, oh, you can jump over there. Okay. Oh, I have no mouth and I must scream. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Everyone always, like, apparently Planescape Torment is just the best of the best when it comes to those kinds of games, and I still haven't played that one. View Axis troops abducted the cafe owner without coffee will be defenseless against spores. We need coffee! But yeah, these underground sections look an awful lot like Diablo. Diablo! Oh, it occurred to me. I spent like yesterday alternating between wrapping up a secret project and playing. I've just been dumping time into Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And it occurred to me that that game feels exactly like Diablo 3. Like, it's fun to run around and stab things, and I don't care at all about the story. I'm digging it, though. I've gotten to where I'm just, like, especially for the side quests, I'm just thumbing through the dialogue, like, it just doesn't even add anything. Did you play the Blade Runner remaster? It's great. Wait, it's not out, is it? There's no way it's out. Do you mean the re-release? Because they are remastering it, but I think they just re-released it on Go Games, so you can play the original. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll stream some Odyssey. Screw it. Today's gonna be weird. I'm gonna be very attention deficit. Just gonna be jumping around to whatever feels right. Getting back in the game. I've been wanting to play Super Mario RPG a lot lately. Man. Dedusmuln. How's it going? No. I am Smuldunde. Dedusmuln went north across the ocean, chasing rumors of active cabinets. Yes, thank you for correcting me. I'm so sorry. As our meditations turned more practical, bodies became largely superfluous. Sure, all been there. When the accretion buried the sage's great ship, Dithlarn Moon, my wife and I were stranded here on the surface. We all remember Dithlarn. Played the System Shock remake demo. Yeah, I didn't finish it, but I played it. I'm very, very looking forward to that game. I mean, I have to, right? Boots! Man's got him some stompers. Oh, okay, that's why this is down here. That's Rage 2 any good? It's a fun ride. It's not The Last of Us, but it's not trying to be. Rage 2 reminds me of the kind of game that used to be okay to be made. That like it's not trying to be art. It's just trying to be a good time with some fun systems and like cool things to see. So I appreciated it. I thought it was fun. I also thought it was way closer to what the original Rage was trying to be. And yeah, I thought they really clicked in with the aesthetic. I think the original Rage was a little creatively confused sometimes between trying to be like bright, colorful, and whimsical, but also that weird sort of Borderlands. Wow, the post-apocalypse so crazy! I think Rage 2 kind of locks that in a lot. It's kind of repetitive. Repetitive is tough because every game is repetitive. I feel like Rage 2 can be repetitive if you just do the same thing over and over again, which is a very reflexive statement. I feel like they give you the tool set in Rage 2. They give you superpowers to be able to sort of string together your own combos, and the artistry and the fun in Rage 2 is getting into combat and kind of stringing your moves together to create this wild sequence of action. So yeah, if you just approach combat and you min-max every fight, it might be a little repetitive. But I found a lot of variety in both the arenas and the enemy types they threw at you, because they were trying to prompt you into sort of... It's one of those games where you kind of play it like an instrument, you know? It reminds me a little bit of Infamous in that way, where you have just ridiculous powers and it's really up to you how you string them together to murder people in the most effective way you want. Sir Pongorma, what brings you to New Moldul?
The tri-cushioned chair lies vacant. Lord Blairall has been abducted, taken north of UX's edifice.
Big Wayne sensed prescribed gestures and sent me to warn Blairall. He must be recovered.
Just so. And I've sourced fresh pneumatophores to facilitate our journey. I trust you need no instruction on their usage.
I think they went over this at the Wayne house. Give me that. Got pneumatophore. Okay, this means I can go through the water. Yeah. You may regard the pneumatophore in your inventory to see a control summary. Oh, Pongorma joined the crew.
Da, 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 da.
Sure. Let's check our things. Pneumatophore. Oh, I can dash. I can air dash. Ha! Hoo! I did not expect there to be an air dash in this game. Okay, sure. Can I chill on this couch? This is a very 90s couch. It's weird, in the 90s for like Gen Xers, the iconography of the couch was sacrosanct. That is where you like consumed media and weed, and that was basically it. Can I have any more Disco Elysium anytime soon? Yes. Sure, yes. I'll play it tomorrow, why not? Okay, so you can basically fly. Got it. 69 flesh. Nice. Oh, look at this beef boy. Something I could just walk around. It didn't quite work out. Hey, Macrophage, good to see you. Oh, Best Toast. Thanks for the big ass cheer. Papa Doogie, thanks for the Prime sub. And White Rabbit, thanks for gifting a sub to Booty Lover. 009. Yeah, Disco Elysium is so good. I think Friday might be a compare and contrast, like Disco Elysium to Last of Us Part 2, when it comes to narrative approach in games. I need to finish Last of Us Part 2, just to get it out. I've learned that this is an interesting dynamic. How, like, as a media producer in the game's landscape or whatever, work opportunities come around like big media events and around big releases, which means if I'm working those events, I don't necessarily have the like clearance to stream or anything like that. So I end up getting way behind in that regard. Because I know like people had like finished Last of Us the night it came out. Like those are the big stream boys. I'm just finding it interesting how like more and more Twitch, you can only really excel on Twitch if it's the only thing you do. If it's the only thing. If like if you're focusing on uptime, if you're the guy who gets games first and blows through them, which you know that shit's all relative. I consider myself successful on Twitch just because I have fun and I get to hang out with people. But yeah, it's wild to see like the dynamic. Oh. Okay, this seems like something, but somebody defined it as misery porn. See, that's what I was worried about that, but it really doesn't feel like that's what it is. Not yet, anyway. We'll see. Oh yeah, people have definitely said that the game's quality does not maintain from the beginning. Whoops. Oh, okay, that's not too far back. Thunderdome was boring as fuck. Got hot Mad Max opinions. Thunderdome was a weird movie. Getting paid to play whatever the fuck this is seems like a win. It's absolutely a win. It's unquestionably a win. Huh. How was the gameplay in Last of Us 2? It's actually not bad. I think the way that like it's like borderline Metal Gear Solid 4 in the like control template and the freedom that you have to move around and interact with the world. Audio speaking a bit? Okay. Thank you for letting me know. And the like the open world aspects of it, the immersive sim aspects, are really genuinely impressive. And it's a bummer that more people haven't talked about that. Because my biggest beef with Last of Us 1 was that it wasn't much of a video game. That the like the survival horror and the stealth mechanics just were not very good. And it wasn't very fun to play. Like I didn't mind the TV show part of it. I was like, okay, this hits like quality cutoffs in terms of writing and performance that I can enjoy watching this. But the game itself, I didn't enjoy that much. I didn't think it was very well balanced. They actually did a lot mechanically. A lot of quality of life stuff, a lot of gameplay tweaks. Namely, like not needing shivs and stuff like that. I thought was a really good workaround. Yeah, it's way more of a game, and the game is solid. Like the gameplay mechanics work well. They allow you to make choices, gameplay choices that actually have consequence. The AI has a really good balance of like being smart enough to track you, but not so smart that they'll find you no matter where you are. To be honest, now that I got to the first like Seattle Day 1 area, that big open area, and that was genuinely fun to play. To be able to go where I wanted and like explore areas and find like have buildings that were atomized levels unto themselves that you move in and out of. Got to the Chaz. Oh, it's got a different acronym now, doesn't it? It's the Chud or something. I don't. Has it been grotesquely violent yet? Yes. There, as much as like, it's kind of, some of the cutscenes are pretty grotesque, but I feel like so far, I have understood the creative reason for that viciousness. The game itself is also pretty graphic, and that like you stab somebody in the throat and you get this big realistic arterial spray. But the game doesn't fetishize it in the way that I was expecting. Like the camera doesn't focus on it every time. They give you camera control while you're assassinating somebody, and more often than not, I'm looking forward. I'm looking at the next person. So like, it's not like Manhunt where like you assassinate somebody and there's this weird pornographic shot of you like yanking somebody to the ground and holding them while they're like asphyxiating on a plastic bag. That's kind of what I was expecting from Last of Us Part 2. Is that it would really rub your face in all of the like violence and brutality, and it kind of isn't yet, but I'm told that it will, or rather, it's been implied by people who have played the game and whose opinions I trust that it gets there. So yeah. Yeah, death animations haven't gotten to Tomb Raider level yet. Yeah. Yeah, the streams in the death throes go a little much though. Yeah, when they're like gurgling on their own blood, like you can't not hear it. But I appreciate at least that so far the, like, apologies for using such an SJW term, but the gaze of the show doesn't revel in the violence in the way that a lot of other games do. And that's different than something like Doom Eternal, which revels in violence, but in a cartoony way. Like, it's very itchy and scratchy, and it's violence aesthetic. Last of Us tries to be very realistic, and I think part of that realism is that it also doesn't fixate on it yet. Again, yet. So I guess, yeah. No meat tenderized. I'm just glad I got a bro. So, okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, the title and what this is are two different things. Doom has you killing goofy demons rather than people. That's true. They never try to humanize the demons. So yeah, we'll see. Either way, I with games like that, I tend to come from the perspective of I'm glad it's here because at least it's different. I can find a lot of value in something just for trying something new, even if it's not successful at it. That said, the thing that will grate on me is if I'm thinking too far ahead. Oops. Look at all these bones. Why are bones here? Yeah, I got banana. I can't remember if I needed banana for anything. Oh, okay. I was wondering if that would be combat. It seems like combat I might actually be able to win. Ah, man. There's something that's deeply disturbing about having different animation rates on the same character. This track is very Yamaoka. This like Earthbound background. If this game were just a little bit more grounded, it would be heavy Mother vibes in this game. If the protagonists were actually human and you were in a human world but fighting weird stuff. Wait, why is it? I thought they were slapping. That's a pretty cool attack. Also, I really hope that there's behind the scenes the developer taking photos of him wearing a glove. Okay, does Pongora have a different hand? No. Alright. Crap, this is doing a lot of damage. Mana time. There you go. Clean ended. Yeah, Quintonius, I updated some of those. Some of the emotes. Nice. Fuck yeah! Exploded into chunks that are fading into the background? God damn it, do not! Wow. The motion blur on that is, again, very disturbing. I'm currently in a hospital because I tried to kill myself last night. Thank you for streaming, keeps me company. Death Moon. I'm sorry to hear that. It's a hell of a thing to drop, but hopefully, well, I'm not going to be so deluded as to think you found something to live for in the last 12 hours, but hey man, we're in a world with Hylics too. There's got to be something of value here if the world's humans can make some shit like this. So I'm sorry to hear you're going through a rough time, Death Moon. I'm not going to go so far as to say that I or anyone else in chat is trained to deal with this or try to help you find a better place, but maybe we can help you take your mind off things for a while. What I do know from what I would guess is like acute depression from when I've been going through some rough times in my life is that sometimes just taking a breather is the most important thing. It's been really bad for the last few years, yeah. Nobody should have to live in that for years, much less days. So, it's not your fault. We're all busted in various ways, and some of us are just unfortunate enough to have busted processors upstairs. The good news is, though, that anything that's broken can be fixed, which is not to say you're broken either. Sorry, I'm using the wrong words. But hopefully you can get to the place where you can get the help you need, and then you can find your way back to a place of happiness and contentment. Music always helped me pull myself out. Yeah, it can be scary because yeah, you can have the things that work, and then when they stop working, that's when it gets really, really terrifying. So definitely, I'm really sorry to hear you're going through that, but there are plenty of people who are not gonna give up on you because you're worthy of it. Every human being is worthy of being cared for. Don't be afraid to reach out to somebody. Yeah, it's such an insidious problem because when it gets bad, you don't feel like you're worthy of being helped. It has less to do with like feeling bad about the help. It's more about your brain telling you that the help isn't important in the first place. Which yeah, it just gets messy. But the good news is that it didn't work. You're still here with us, which means there's still a chance. God, this is bad. He keeps calling help. Walking on some real talks a little bit. Somebody's going through a rough time. Okay, stop calling help. Defending ended. Okay. Glaive Arc. God, stop it. Stop it. There's too many enemies, man. Vulnerable. I have to like... It's getting hard to have any time to attack. Reducing the power by 20 damage flesh over time lasts 4 turns. Okay. The Cave Sineast. Silam Vog or Road Fleam. Try Road Fleam. Yeah, maybe I need to put dots on everyone. Shit! A stem cell. I have a stem cell. Oh, okay. Wow. Not only did it remove my dot, but added a heal over time instead. I had to be put on medication. There's hope even if it's tiny. Medication is not... Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it bums me out to hear people talk about being on medication as though it's a fail state. Like it got so bad that I had to be put on medication. Christ. I know it's not a... It's not a... the face. It's not much of a consolation, but like... It's not good or bad. It's just finding the right solution to improve the situation. You know? A car can have a flat tire, or it can have, you know, bad valves or bad pistons or whatever. It doesn't mean that the car is bad, it just means that the particular part just happened to be a little more important. The die roll of what wasn't functioning just happened to roll up on a rough number. Does a body appear on the beach every time? Oh, okay. I was wondering if that's how you... Mushrooms help a lot? Yeah? It's, brains are weird things. Oops. What happens if you sink down here? Oh, you just wake up on the beach again, alright. Yeah. We're all, to throw back to a, I don't know, I think it was a plaque that I saw in a museum in Amsterdam, is that as humans, we're all just puzzles with a different piece missing. Some people got a really easy piece, like Some people were born with a piece missing that somehow is filled by, like, pie. And as long as they're in a world with pie, and they can have pie when they need it, everything's fine. Some others need a particular chemical that their brain just doesn't make. Yeah, it's an illness, not a stigma. Very well said. Should go to the Frolic Museum. I don't remember the name of it. I would remember. I would remember it if I saw a picture of it. Let me see. You're gonna see my. Look at all these things I got running. Oh, it's got babies in it? No, I don't think I went to that. This was like a modern art museum. It was big and normal. It's a museum of oddities and human defects. Okay, no, it was not that. Medication is a buffer. It helps stabilize you, but therapy is rewiring your brain. Ah, okay. It's a never-ending battle, though. As time goes by, I get more and more scared I'll get too exhausted to keep fighting. That's a shame. I would hope that ideally you can build the tools up so that it becomes less and less tiring. Nice wallpaper. Yeah, that's my my random wallpaper engine. Why is this up here? So wait, I got to where I was before by falling in the water, which maybe is what I need to do? I don't know. So now I'm here. That's, okay, so red-coated enemies are active combat. Man, it would be great. Man, it would be great to win a single encounter. I'll get there. That reminds me, I gotta play fucking oh Christ. Tokyo Mirage. Oh, I'm sorry, Milk Garden. Got some bad news, and I think taking the day from the internet might be the right move. Yeah. Go for a walk. Take care of yourself. Order pizza. Watch some porn. Do what you gotta do. Take this paddle and use the canoe. Got paddle. Ooh. Dear Smolens joined the crew. I like how your party members zap in from off screen. They don't follow you through doors. Doom Eternal's 50% off? Ah, get that shit. Get that shit. Cop that. Yeah, I might play some Doom today too, just because I'm feeling it. I got pretty humbled, man. I saw Moon started Ultra Nightmare, and he's actually doing really well. I watched him a little bit. I was like, fuck. I do feel like some fights I'm like, how did these demons not kill this man? But yeah, and ideally still doing media share today. I don't know. I might get so wrapped up in just playing video games that I might just do that all night. We'll see. It's gonna be a big ass stream today, you guys. I wrapped up my projects. I don't really have anything that I need to do. Actually, I take that back. In about 20 minutes, I have a business call. You boys doing stuff. Business. That's good. Good business. Wish I could FPS like that. He's good. He's good. The man's good. I'm gonna try it now that I have 3 people. Okay, I'm gonna take out this asshole on the left first. Because, they summoned two enemies last time. That was very annoying. I also like the... Not only the different colors for each of your party members, but the different shapes. Like, the silhouettes are very strong. When you're so high, Cyberpunk looks like Play-Doh. Yeah, this OST is very good. See any sex scenes in the preview build of Cyberpunk? So there is a bar, Lizzie's bar, that you see and that you saw in some of the footage. That is a brain dance parlor. And that's where... Well, wait, I might be confusing a couple of things. But there were boobs. There were hollow boobs. And I mean, there's... Well... I guess no, I didn't see any sex scenes. I should just answer the question specifically. Did not see direct intercourse. Target ally becomes foamed. These sprites digitized. Well, I mean, all sprites are... I think I know what you mean. All sprites are digitized, but I think these are I think some of them are real photos that were put through a filter. But what's creepy is that they're like animated. They're combining animation styles. This game is wild, man. I think I love it. I think I actually love it, though. There we go. Any hollow dick? I did see dick. I did see straight up non-holographic dick. And vag. Character creator, my friends. Can't wait to shoot my Cyberpunk to the sex scenes. They got brain dance in the game. Why are you sparkling? Oh, you're clean. Cyber vag. When is that Cyberpunk showcase? It happened. It was pretty slight. Like it wasn't like a Rockstar trailer level unveil. They just did some discussions about the lore for a little bit. They talked about the anime, and then they showed Brain Dance, which is a whole like investigative minigame. It was cool. Like, I think if they do like maybe not every 2 weeks, but if they have one of those every 2 to 3 or maybe even every month, like every 2 weeks to 4 weeks leading up to launch, that's a pretty cool pace of stuff. I don't think they're gonna have an anime to announce every time, but if they can fill 25 to 30 minutes just talking about the game every time and have a lot to say, that's nice. A lot of talked a bit about the customization. Is it true there's one for teeth? Yes. And the character creator, you can choose like chrome or gold teeth. From what I saw, the character creator is pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. Also, so I don't know to what degree this is valuable, but I did notice that the genitalia picker is separate from like your masculine or feminine pick. So you pick a masculine or feminine V, and then you can put whatever genitalia on that character you want. So you can mix it up, as Chromanicore says in the game. Which is real exciting. Yeah. I'm trying to think about how that's gonna read as bad, you know? Because there's a contingent out there that wants to paint anything as like SJW politics, and I really can't see. Yeah, right? Like, what's there to be mad about? Just another guy. Theoretically, that's the best. Anything that gives you more options in a game should be good, right? Akaban, thank you for the sub. Dirt Farmer and UESC Battleroid, thank you guys. AJ Rick, good to see you again. Aegis and Macrophage, thank you guys for the subs. Papa Doogie, thank you. Toast, did you cheer me again, man? I mean, either way. Don't chomp me! Oof, that was a big chomp. Why does he have chomp status? People are complaining it was in journalism mode? What does that mean? Like it was easy? When your entire personality is built on reactionary politics, you're contractually obligated to get mad about it. I guess that's true. Yeah. I know that there's a whole crew of people that are concerned that CDPR has fallen to the SJWs, and that because of that, that Cyberpunk 2077 will be nothing but like it's just like a shrill, overweight, blue-haired girl following you around, telling you about how you're being politically incorrect the entire game. I don't think that's the case. I really don't think that's the case, and I really don't see any evidence that that's going to happen. But some people, man, they're just that worried about their sweet video game. I guess if that's the escape you need If you legitimately need that, then I guess I can understand why you might start to get paranoid, especially if you feel like it's getting taken away from you. But Horatio, thanks for gifting a sub, man. That actually sounds like a fun mode. Damn, I want a game where I can tick journalism mode and then a blue hair follows me around screaming about how misogynistic I am. Damn it! I guess that might just be Man, Mountain, dude! Thanks for gifting out 5 subs. Why you do that? Thank you. Just log on to twitter.com. I guess you're right. As long as I have Twitter up while I'm playing video games, somebody will be there to tell me that like gamers are bad. What? I kind of lost the narrative here. So wait, I got the paddle, which means I can use the canoe. Except I don't remember ever seeing a canoe or being told where the canoe was. But clearly the canoe is going to be in the water because this game obeys the rules of logic, facts and logic. So if I drop down here, whoops, maybe a little too much drop. Oh, canoe. Look at that. It was that easy. Use boat. I made it. I only go on Twitter to lift extremely heavy things off the ground. So where you post your deadlifts. Oh, we got a hype train. Brooks, thanks for the sub. It's weird, man. I would have suspected a hype train way earlier, but oh, okay, I'm in prison. Oh, that's combat. That's right, man. Here we go. Giving the options to allow trans people to RP as someone closer to themselves isn't exactly some SJW thing. It's just better options and representation. Not to mention, it's thematically in keeping. You know, it matches the world of Cyberpunk. It would make less sense for it to not be there. I don't know. I've seen threads of Cyberpunk experts that kind of have a weird idea of what Cyberpunk is. I don't know. It's strange. It's strange. You know that time when like somebody claims to know what something is, but really all they're doing is just saying what they want it to be? Grab anything in the Steam sale. Well, it just started, right? I haven't even had a chance to look at it. I should ask you. What did you get in the Steam sale? Because I haven't looked yet. I know that there was that huge Sonic package that was on sale. Oh, JC, yeah, the ad in the game? Yeah, I had to be educated a little bit on that. It's the same sort of deal of like, if you, like, a woman being in a Bond movie is an actual representation because she's just a, you know, sex object with very little lines. So if an ad in the game is co-opting the image of a trans person to sell soda, it's not actual representation because they're just being used as an object. But that's what Cyberpunk is. Like, it is about the hyper-commercialization and commodification of the human experience, so it gets weird. It gets weird. But you can play as anyone you want. So that's actual representation. Smoky Bassist, thanks for gifting a sub. Cup of Tea, thanks for gifting 5 subs. Win Dexter, thanks for gifting a sub. Spaghetti Pocket, what the fuck is this game? This is art. This is grand art right here. Snapping at these enemies. It actually reminds me a lot of Shin Megami Tensei. Okay. Ah, yes, the Pop-Tart defense. Yeah, to corporations are all objects, yeah. The only politics in Cyberpunk is whatever helps you sell. Cupcake deployed. Thought it was how corporations would use representation to sell anything. Yeah, pretty much. And like the Chromanicore, the drink, is like, it's kind of like those, what, freeform soda machines? You like tick a bunch of flavors and then it dumps it all into your soda. So like that's like what, in context, they're equating mixing flavors in a drink to mixing sexual organs on a person for your enjoyment. And that's like a pretty cyberpunk thing to do. But I get it. Like I get it. Neon Phil, thank you for the cheer, and Frog Lore. Good to see you again. Just hoping for more frog facts. While I snap at these enemies. I don't even. I do like the little like chunks that slowly roll into the background. That's a neat thing. Can you pick a race in Cyberpunk? I mean, there's skin tone, but beyond that, V has the voice that they have. You can pick an origin story, but that's not really tied to ethnicity. I think they missed the nuance. Yeah. The thing is, like, you can't expect someone to understand nuance when it's preview. Like, it was just one picture. And of course, one picture doesn't convey a lot of nuance, so... honestly, with that, I thought most of the reactions were pretty on point, which is like, hold on, that's getting close to weird territory. Like, to me, that was mostly what I saw was concern. Not necessarily like, how dare you, but like, well, okay, wait a minute. That's mostly what I saw. But I wasn't also tracking it super closely. I do think that other people... This is a very much both sides kind of, well, this is the closest I'll ever get to both sides shit, but I do think that there were hyper liberal people that are waiting for something to get pissed off at CDPR about. There's definitely a crew, let me think of how to phrase this. Given how much CDPR has messaged to like core PC users and PC gamers about subjects they like, I think it leads a lot of people to assume that CDPR is on their side when it comes to like pushing back against representation and things like that. Because of that, I think there are people who are for representation that start to assume that CDPR is more of maybe a gamer-leaning company. And because of that, I think it makes a lot of people hyper aware of times in which that theory might be validated, so they may read a little too much into things. I think that definitely does happen too. If that makes any sense. There's a Twitter mob brewing. That may be a little excessive. I just think that there are people who are ready for CDPR to make a social justice misstep, and they're just amped up. They're amped up and ready. That kind of happens with most big media properties, is that there's a crew of people who will like crouch down and get ready to pounce in case anything out of order presents itself. Frog lore, not frog lore. There's a species of frog that communicates exclusively in sign language. The species lives exclusively by waterfalls, and their croaks couldn't possibly overpower the noise of the waterfall itself. That is some intense frog lore that didn't come from frog lore. Blazing Penguin, thank you for the sub. Icy Hot Claws, thank you. CDPR are Eastern Europeans. I don't think they care, do they? I think... I can't remotely speak on behalf of people that I don't know. The only insight that I can remotely share is that I do think that European culture in general is not quite as fixated on a lot of those subjects as American culture is. But then again, I think that's because things aren't as fresh. Like, I really do. I mean, history tells the tale. I think a lot of inequality issues and bad stuff has happened much more recently, and I think Americans are also much more dedicated to ignoring all of it. So. I think there are people who are hyper-aware and read too much into everything. Some people make their entire online presence around gacha-ing things that people like, whether justified or not. Oh, for sure. For sure. That's been a thing for a long time, unfortunately. It's I mean, I think it's a pretty understood shortcut to activism, to consistently point out the bad things that other people do. That's like it's oh god. Yeah, these like attack animations and casting animations remind me so much of the Mother series. Hey Ryzen, thank you for the cheer. Indeed, we hail Kane here. Nothing but hailing for my Kane. But then again, like, that's just a human thing. I don't think that any one subculture owns that behavior tick. That does look like a delicious. I think that's a maple cookie. Yeah. I am curious what happens after a fight when you lose somebody like that. I'm at 0 flesh. Maybe they come back with 1. Or do I need a revival item? Well, that skull is still there. A melty skull. Okay, yeah, you come back with 1 health. Alright. It's gonna be that kind of RPG. Wait. Okay. Why wouldn't it? Oh, I have a lot of meat. Ah, interesting. Can you only use these in combat? Oh, wow, that's interesting. You cannot heal outside of combat. That's an interesting way to mix it up. I actually... RPGs that let you come back with 1 health always felt like a bit of easy mode, because you can just, you know, cram yourself full of potions until you beat the game. Allowing you to only heal during combat suddenly makes that way more interesting. I don't know if this game saves ever. Does it have a save anywhere? Oh wait, it was right there, okay. Okay, cool. I actually really like this game, but I do have a call to take. The good news is that we left on a seal, which means you're gonna go back to a seal. So, I'm going to, yeah, I'm gonna chat some business, and then I'll come back with a different game. I got some ideas. We'll see. I'm gonna make it random for you guys. See you soon. Alright.
They learn to read.
Hylics intermission. Can't go over the commercials. I was probably just muttering to myself or something like that. Just ate an ass load of stewed snap peas. Just a little sprinkle of crushed red pepper. And some garlic. I have a ton of mushrooms. I want to roast those, but roasting is kind of time consuming. A little bit, because I'd have to put it in the... Gotta put it in the oven, then I gotta take it out of the oven. I feel like I've already been bouncing away from stream a lot today. More than usual. Which I already do it quite a bit. So yes, welcome to Hylics 2, which is apparently a pretty old school isometric RPG. You get into combat on the world. You here, I can, well actually wait. I don't think I'm in a good spot. Yeah, one of my boys is at low flesh. But maybe I can heal right off the bat, we'll see. Okay. Virus with shoes, hello. Yes, sorry, Doom is patching right now, so... Instead, I'm doing Plomler Blebs. And immediately fucked. Okay, well. This hits everybody. God damn it, already dead. This game is not easy. It's actually a really challenging JRPG. God. Man. I accept my death. How's that download doing? 15%. Come on. It does this sometimes, where like it just doesn't... It just stops downloading things. I guess it is using network, but still. Oh, I gotta put more meat in the grinder. Insert de novo joke here about patch, yeah. The scourge of de novo follows me wherever I go. Oh, sorry about the cursor. We don't roll that way here. We get clean. flesh. Yes, this is what you see after you ingest one, and only one weed. Imagine how dangerous that could be if you're operating heavy machinery or going to church. Okay, so I have to go down to where the canoe was, so that I can take the canoe to the headquarters, into the secret entrance. Okay. Gotta get an organ for it. Yeah, maybe I need to... That's it, I guess. I actually haven't spent any bones on gear for any of my party. So that is probably a thing that I need to do. This isn't Doom. Sorry, relapsing Odyssey. This is me waiting for Doom to patch. And then it will be Doom. So I apologize about the ruse. Maybe I should change it in the meantime. Because, I mean, it's going, but it's a... 9 hours? What is your deal? What is this? Steam. I guess... Oh, man, the sale started, didn't it? Maybe that's what it is. Steam servers are getting so destroyed that it can't distribute any patches. I mean, I could play it unpatched, but all that fresh content. What about all that content? I'll give it a while. Here, I'll change the game so I'm not clever rusing anyone. Okay. Can we stop playing the game? I mean, playing this won't affect it. There's no network traffic happening because of Hylics 2. I'm pretty sure. Damn it, cursor. All right. Yeah, it's probably the Steam sale, chunking up the pipes a little bit. It's okay. I will instead think about all the beautiful games that people are playing, all the fun they're having. I'll be a game cuck. Someone else can use the Steam bandwidth to play the games they want, and I'll derive enjoyment from them playing it instead of me playing a game myself. So you're playing Cyberpunk and pretend this is a pre-alpha? Can you get in trouble for, like, intentionally mislabeling the game you're playing? Like just picking something popular? I picked 7 Remake once when I was doing a very modded 7 PC play, and I felt bad after a while because people were actually getting tricked by it. This guy calls for help, so let's snap him a little bit. Dude! What does he get? COS? Oh, okay. For lying about your video game? I'm glad Twitch is here to keep us accountable. We can't be lying about our video games. That was just ass. I got one shot by a self-destruct. This is by the... Oh. Pilgrim's Path guy? No. I can see why it would look like that, though. It does have that... Like, that dude did pre-rendered CG models, which kind of looks like stop motion sometimes. I think this is actual clay stop motion, but then put through some funky-ass filters. That's good. Glad I got that soul sponge. What does that do? Oh, okay, great. I got a revival item. I wanna eat some of these items. I guess items seem like they're way more effective than healing spells, so I gotta do that next encounter. It doesn't seem like you really get a steady flow of items, though. It seems like they want to keep you a little honest. Thanosing these guys? I'm trying, man. No one's gonna Thanos him if I don't. Although I'm not quite sure in the context of the world what that means. It seems to be a world that's pretty focused on meat. Like, I almost have Oddworld vibes from it. based on like some of the meat iconography, and it's not even remotely visually similar. It's not visually like anything, except Pilgrim's Progress or whatever that game was called. Alarizak? Hope I'm doing well. I'm doing very good, my dude. I'm on a pretty wild diet right now, so I feel weird, but I am metering. What the hell? It's another video game now? Yeah, it's a side scroller. Okay, because I'm playing a retro game. It's got double jump. Okay. Can I like really get down there? Checkpoint? Uhhh? No. It's reminding me of claymation stuff? Yeah. The original Hylics, I'm pretty sure, did use clay models for stop motion animation. I'm pretty sure that's the case here, but they put it through like a crazy ass filter to make it combine like so you get kind of the effects of both. It's like retro claymation. How's the diet going? Pretty well. I'm doing a Nutrisystem for an Instagram thing, which I haven't really been able to post about yet. I'm actually really excited to kind of talk about it and compare notes with people. But yeah, the first week is 1,000 calories a day, which is has been an interesting ride so far. I did not think it would be possible, but it's pretty possible so far. Can I jump on it? I can't jump on it. Is there any attack? Doesn't seem like it now. So yeah, it's 1,000 calories a day plus all you want to eat of a certain kind of vegetable, like leafy green or just non-starchy vegetables. That's the idea. Fuck. Yeah, they also say that you should minimize activity. So all I've been doing is sitting around, drinking a lot of water and eating vegetables, and relying on caffeine pretty heavily to like get me more awake and aware. And I'm on day 5. Almost made it through the week. I think after this, like doing 1,600 is gonna seem like an impossibly luxurious. So maybe that's the idea. Is go through one real tough adjustment week. God, that animation though, it's so buttery. And then once they put you at like a deficit of calories, it seems like it's wonderful. I can see that working out pretty well with the way that I tend to operate around food. Of course those go through. Oh, hey, Joxel. Good to see you again. Aesthetic of this game is insane. Can't tell if I love it or hate it. Yeah, that's... Oh, shit. That is an understandable reaction, I think. God damn it. Okay. Oh! I didn't know that he was the one that was spraying those out. Dang it. Let me just hit that checkpoint. There we go. More bone coins for my bone collection. Love the surreal shit. Me too. I love it when games can be a vector for unrestrained creativity. I really do. I mean, it's to some degree it's because when you play like enough, I feel like what am I trying to say? I feel like for a game to be like well designed and in a place where it's like mass market and people can play it and have fun with it, I feel like there's only so experimental it can be. Whereas some games like this, man, you genuinely have no idea what to expect. No idea. Anything could happen. And that sort of spontaneity is exciting. I feel like there's similar vibes whenever there's like a new console generation sometimes, or a new hardware platform. I remember feeling that pretty hard as like a kid, you know? And it was also just like games were so small back then that any kind of new content. Oh, damage boost? I don't think I was supposed to do that, but I have no idea how else you're supposed to get up there. Ugh. Look at that sweet burrito, though. Na 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 na. Oh, there's a fire. Wow. Okay, that would probably make this a lot easier. Wow. So it's basically Mega Man. What the hell? Oh. Oh! Well, that is an important mechanic. Shit. Fuck. Oh, the platforming is not the tightest! There we go. Okay. Pacifist run in shambles, yeah. Speed run destroyed. You feel the game is confusing? I mean, mechanically, it's actually pretty straightforward. The game proper is a pretty classically styled JRPG. Fuck! This, I don't necessarily need to understand all the aspects of the game's presentation to like it. You know what it is? Now here's a thought. This is a newsletter-worthy thought. Maybe what I find comforting about this kind of game is the fact that it is incomprehensible. Because that was a lot of games that I played when I was a kid. Not only because, like, I just didn't understand the context and the references they were going for, but it was also delivered via, like, an 8 or a 16-bit thing, which like, even if they tried to make something look realistic, it's still a pretty surrealist interpretation sometimes, so. I guess I was always used to using my imagination to extrapolate from what was actually in the game. That this actually feels nostalgic. It does feel like playing an old-ass game that makes no goddamn sense. And, like, you know what the mechanics are, right? You hit the buttons, you go forward. The rest of it, man, it may or may not ever even come together. Like, by the end of the game, there might be some kind of plot, or it's just nothing. It's just weird lights and sounds, and then it's over. Due to either translation issues or the fact that there was never a plot in the game in the first place. Or there was one, but, like, there was no, like, best practices around... Oh, you can... I wonder if you're supposed to dash through there to get that Nana. Best practices about, like, how to deliver exposition or anything like that. Oh, you're invincible when you dash. Alright. That's how we teach mechanics, baby. Anyway. I should probably write that down. Kind of reminds me of Earthworm Jim. Yeah. Earthworm Jim was trying to be wacky, though. I think some games were accidentally wacky, either due to just translation quirks or the inability of the creator to remotely convey like a whole realized thought or gameplay mechanic. I guess it's like a weird game of telephone, as developers would tell a seriously underpowered PC what they wanted to convey, and then the underpowered PC would try its best, God bless it. But just by limitations of the platform, it could only get so close. Ah, shit. Yeah, Earthworm Jim is not a good platformer. It's not. But it had character, and it had some unique, like, sound effects and animations and stuff. It definitely stood out. One of the few games I think that, wait, what? Fuck. One of the few games that succeeds because of its style. Can't get back up? No? Alright. Damn. Okay, I think it jumps whenever you hit it. Huh. These are like Metroid platforms, a little bit. Earthworm Jim was the Ren and Stimpy of Sega games. I I mean, it came out on a lot of platforms. Earthworm Jim wasn't a Sega property. I guess blinking means you can't kill them. Oh, this whole thing is moving back and forth. Oh, that is confusing. Okay. No! Oh! Jeez. Edge detection is not this game's strong suit. Oh! Damn it. My Skelly! Am I out of lives? What's on Bug Snacks? Told it may be the next Doki Doki. That is such a weird comparison to make. God damn it. God damn it. Also, I guess there's a patch for Mortal Kombat too. Damn. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, I guess Steam's just eating it right now. Man, can't play anything on console because of stutter. Dang. Dang. Well, at least we got Hylics 2. This game's actually pretty chill. It's pretty fun. It's causing some thoughts. Gives you some ideas. Ow. Yeah, man. Maybe I should just surrender to my low blood sugar and just chill out and play Hylics 2, baby. Hylics 2 stream. Got Soul Calibur 6 loaded up? Unfortunately, no. Soul Calibur's... Man, Soul Calibur... I try not to get salty, but Soul Calibur makes me salty. Soul Calibur's a salt farm for me. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. You played the first one? I actually did, yeah. I was gonna do a Funhouse gameplay with it, but, you know, everything got in the way. Whole lot of gameplays I would have loved to do if not for goddamn meetings and emails. Ow. But that's the nature of business. That's business, baby. Business. You don't have the download restricted in Steam, do you? I don't think so. Well, let me poke around a little bit. Yeah, Soul Calibur on Dreamcast was the best. Played a lot of Marvel and Soul Calibur on Dreamcast. Put a lot of time into the Dreamcast. That's where I played Tony Hawk Pro Skater the most, too. No? Allow downloads. Okay, yeah. It did say restricted while streaming. Oh! Wait. It went up to... the time remaining went down to 1 minute. What happened? How does it... What? It, like, jumped a gigabyte. This is really strange. It's at 1 minute now. How does it know that I'm streaming? I'm not streaming off this machine. It's just outputting a video to another... I don't get it. I don't know. Whatever. Steam knows everything, man. I guess Steam heard me rambling about old games and it knew. Yeah. No idiot talks like that. Oh! That's the Denuvo getting pulled out? Yeah. As soon as Denuvo's gone, boom. Sped way up. Damn it! I walked into the lava? That death sound effect is pretty solid, I gotta admit. Yeah, my game's running from Steam, but... So, I tabbed out and then just told it to run the game anyway. Which, or I told it to download anyway, which it seemed to be doing, but I guess it still throttled itself. So, appreciate that one, Steam. Steam is perfect. Get no Epic Game Store trash here, no thank you. I only play real games distributed by real online storefronts. Are there people who stream like PC games and then they like in their stream title or whatever make it clear that they are not playing from the Epic Game Store? I know that there are like retro streamers who make a whole point of keeping like the real hardware stuff. I'm just wondering if that happened with PC. Like, I'm only streaming games that have been authentically downloaded from... fuck. Okay, whatever. Oh, look at that, though. Look at that big thing up there. I need that. I absolutely need it. I actually don't think I can get it since I touched this checkpoint. Fuck. Fuck. Let me in. Okay. Yes. I need it. I must have it. What was the most exciting thing about the new Cyberpunk footage to you? Any other general thoughts? I mean, it seems like the biggest gameplay reveal is Brain Dance, which they showed in the Night City Wire. This isn't Doom Eternal. It will be very soon. I think the patch finally started catching on. I gotta kill this guy, I guess. That's a really cool kind of mini game sort of deal. I'm excited to see where that goes. It's like it is an entire mini game dedicated to zooming and enhancing. God damn it! That happened last time too. And everyone was mad about the EGS store. I'm sure someone put Steam version or fuck Epic in their title. Yeah, Steam version, all caps, is kind of what I'm thinking. Somebody just being like, this game was downloaded off Steam, which makes it real. Ah! Dang it, I'm not good at this. Okay. Fuck! God. This is challenging, man. Dang it. Excited for Cyberpunk's huge skill trees? Yeah. It seems like customization is pretty bananas in that game. Fuck, man. Okay, I think I need to stop shooting it. Fuck. Oh my god! How are those things always perfectly in the way? Nerd! I'm doing so bad. Alright. Okay. Fuck! Ah, man! Like that stupid little triangle guy is there, which means you either have to shoot it or jump for it, but if you're shooting it, then you're not on the top of the thing. By the time you have to jump over the next thing. Yeah, you haven't installed yet? You don't plan to? That's cool. God damn it! Sometimes when you, like, jump, it, like, catches and you just don't get a jump. I don't know what it is. There's some weird physics thing with jumping off of corners. Okay. Yep. Ah! Like if you jump off of a rounded corner, sometimes it considers you being in the air, so you don't get a double jump because the first one was your double jump. It's really weird to know, like, if the game thinks you're on the ground or not, especially when you have to make these like long jumps. You have to kind of be near the edge. Dude! It's like you can't touch the red thing, you can't touch the side things, and it's like you have to wait for the two movement patterns to sync up. So that's like 8 things that have to coordinate perfectly for you to make this jump without getting bonked. Gosh, there's so much shit going on. Okay. Ah! Jumping off this platform is so weird. Okay. Yeah, Barry's really good. I need to get back into that. Ooh. EDF 5 and Iron Raid are both on sale. Which one is better? EDF 5 is better, but Iron Rain is more approachable. EDF 5 doesn't tutorialize very well and the menus are really weird. So... This motherfucker. No! There were even more things! I need that thing. I need it. I need it. I need it so bad. There was another guy, another enemy spitter. Yeah, EDF 6 though. Just put a 6 on the end of it. Sold. I will now buy your game. Damn it. What the fuck? God! Prez Kane, thank you for the sub. I need to do this now. This has ignited my passions and my furies. I must defeat this jumping puzzle in Hylics 2. Okay. I keep forgetting about the roll. So I can do this shit. Fuck! Okay. Dude! There's so much shit. Oh! It hurts so bad, you guys. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mikois. Thank you for reminding me what this is all about. Why I have to excel in this moment. I don't like this guy up here. Fuck! No! Can this give me health back? No? Okay. I'm just gonna melt then. I didn't remember that I'd already killed it. I thought I had to store up the shot. What's up, Skip 16? I could have made that. I could have made it that time. Alright. Here we go. Oh, oop. Didn't mean to fall off there. Did anyway. There we go. Spawned on me. Okay. Fuck! It keeps taking away my double jump, and I'd never know if I have it or not. That's okay. Dang it. Okay. Charge shot to kill Blinky guys? They don't die. What do you mean? Charge shots have been going through them the entire time. That does not kill them. They are invincible. Ow. God damn it. Stop it! Oy. Okay. Now I'm confusing the buttons. I gotta like think about it every time because it's got weird keyboard controls. Okay. It's weird with the dash and stuff. This almost has like Mega Man X sensibilities, which I really, I love that game. Damn it! Are you fucking... There's so many dudes! The knockback is atrocious! God damn it! Okay. Fuck you. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna get that big thing and it's gonna all be worth it. I'm sure. He's back. God. Straight Mega Man shit. They scroll off the stage, they just come right back. Yeah, there's a Hylics 2 bearded pipe. I saw it on Steam coming soon and I was like, are you serious? Of every game to get a sequel, that one? Alright, let's go. Yeah, I think I got this. Like the hell, that was 2 jumps and I barely came off the ground. I have to be able to jump. That's like an important mechanic. God damn it! Are you... It spawned inside me.
Fuck! Shit! Ah, it's right there!
Holy shit, man. Okay. Shit. Pepperoni, pepperoni. Damn it! You've never gotten up there before.
Stop it! Stop! Stop it! Stop it! Stop! Stop it!
Weird ass physics.
God damn it! Stop!
Okay. Okay. Praise God. It was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. I don't know what it is, but I'm glad I did it. The muscle applique is mine. I've never felt more satisfied in my life. The intense gamer challenge has been achieved. Gosh. There's that couch. Is this just the whole game now? This is a... Oops. Mr. Coin. Yeah, I'm not 100%ing the coins here. Ninja would be proud. That's right. Ninja, put that one up for you. Put that one up for you, my dude! Oh, there's this big boy. Thank you, Malco Brocklin. Did you change your name, Brocklin? Fuck. Dude! This game has got some trolly platforming elements. Just having a constant parade of little mans falling down on you while you're trying to hit that jump pad. Doing Ninja Gaiden left and right. That's a really good way of putting it, yeah. Just non-stop flowing enemies from out of screen. It's very Ninja Gaiden sensibility. Haha! Just gotta get the right cycle, I guess. There we go. Do I dare? Yes, of course I do. What would Ninja do? He'd get the coins. Alright. Oh, and the knockback? Yeah, off platforms.
Piece of shit! God, but...
Just trying to... just holding the controller like it's a hammer and wishing you had a nail to pound. Oh, Malcolm is my real name? Okay. Would you like to be referred to as Malcolm? Okay. What's the goal of this section? I don't know. Progress. Go forward. Make it money. Get sprash beats. I really want to play Beatmania. All right. Okay. Still going here, huh? Jeez. What the hell is that? Like a regenerative pod. Oh, you just got your shirt? Awesome. Yeah, they should all be arriving pretty soon. I got that mess. I got it all out of my house as quickly as I could. That's a mech. Aha! Aha. Well, I did that. Did I get all the items? Yes, I did. What's the muscle applique? What is that? Oh, okay. Oh. My Wayne will be the strongest Wayne. That seems like a pretty good reward for finishing a whole minigame. Is that all that's in here, though? That didn't... like... There was no new path that is now open to me, it seems. Got wing sauce on my shirt already? That's okay. I'm actually proud of that. You did the right thing. You've honored the shirt in the best way possible. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. There we go. Okay. Let's just drop you back in. Yeah. Is there a way to not do this entire sequence again? Okay, there we go. I don't know what this perspective is, but it hurts my eyes. It's like 3/4 isometric, I think is the word. Maybe not even 3/4. Just isometric. This is how all video games conveyed perspective back in the day. Back in the day. Well, Doom Eternal's probably done patching now, so... It'd be nice to know where I'm supposed to go, though. Maybe that's all that's in here. Maybe I just backtrack. This is the other side. What the actual hell is this game? It's a fantastic adventure. Oh, okay, great. Tower key acquired. Great. Great, 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 great. Where was that room with like the people locked out? Oh, was it there? Can't quite remember. 5/8 isometric, yeah. It's just changes perspective angles every time you hit a button. Was it here? I don't know if it was here. Oh yeah, here we go. Yes, this was it. Okay. Can't wait to hit that button. Oh no, it's a different tower key. Well, I'll save it there. Let's see, did Steam actually... Yeah, it did it. Okay, wow, Steam decided to work. Okay. Yeah, I love the aesthetic too. This game I actually enjoy, unironically. I'm not playing it just because I think it's quirky. I actually like playing it, and I'm excited. Like, again, it's the kind of game where anything could happen, like a weird 2D side-scrolling sequence with some trolley-ass enemies thrown at you. And now I have all these bones, so that's good. Okay. I'm getting really hungry. I mean, that's not surprising, but I'm gonna try to eat something, man. Maybe kale. Maybe I'll just eat some kale. I think it's late enough that I can have a snack. Whew. Okay, I'll be back in a second, guys. Thanks for watching.
They